Good afternoon to you all. My name is Stephanie Stacks, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Nutramax on such a momentous occasion. I am honored by all the community members that I see sitting in this room as I look around, and even more thrilled that we could share this special day with all of our employees. So thank you all for taking time to be here. We all know what a treasure Dr. Bob is, and we know what a blessing Nutramax has been to this community. But to see him recognized and Nutramax recognized all across the state, it's pretty cool. So I really, really am excited to have you all here and have you all be a part of this day. I want to at this time recognize Representative Brandon Newton from the South Carolina House. If you'll come on up, Brandon is a native of Lancaster, lives here with his family, represents District 45, so most of you in the room probably are represented by Brandon. He's also a professor of business here at University of South Carolina at Lancaster, and it's my honor to introduce you to Brandon Newton.
So first off, just want to say thank y'all for having me, and thank y'all for joining us for a really special occasion. This is something that very rarely happens. This is only the second time I've ever given out one of these awards to someone. And this is my 10th year serving, so you could tell how rare it is. So today we're going to honor someone that you all know probably a little better than I do, since you see him all the time. But Dr. Bob has truly changed Lancaster through what he's done here at Nutramax, through his giving to philanthropy, and through setting an example of what a good business can do. So a couple things I do want to highlight. First, the Order of Palmetto, which we're here for today, is the highest civilian honor. It's the highest honor that South Carolina gives out to its citizens. It's very rare to get this, and not only that, I do have to give a shout out. It's very rare for someone to get this award who wasn't born in South Carolina. Dr. Bob was falling into a very small segment of the population into that. It is given out by the governor, so you have to send an application in to the governor's office, and the governor's office makes a call on that. There are a lot of supporting letters, so I do want to shout out our supporting letters. So I wrote a letter along with Chief Roper from the Lancaster City Police, Sheriff Barry Fell, John McCain over the Chamber of Commerce, and Mr. Steve Willis, now, once again, County Administrator, even if only for a couple more weeks. But we all wrote a letter. We sent it into the governor's office, and we waited because, believe it or not all these are accepted. The governor's office is very picky, and when I got the call, the answer was very clear. There's no one else we could see more deserving of this honor than Dr. Bob. And so I want to thank my fellow letter writers. I also want to thank the fellow people here who also played a role in that. County Council Chairman Brian Carnes, County Council Member Charlene McGriff, Solicitor Randy Newman, and Senator Alan Blackman. We are all honored to be here to give Dr. Bob this award. So, Dr. Bob, I'm going to keep talking, but come on up here. I want to hand you the certificate really quick. It's a little heavy. I know you probably don't have a lot of room on your wall, but hopefully this one will work. So there's that. I did want to read out something. So as Stephanie said, I'm a native of Lancaster, grew up here, went to school here. My wife's from here. We have 2 children, a 4 and a 1-year-old. And, this town means so much to me, and this community does. My mom owns a small business, and it's actually a connection that I've always had with Dr. Bob. Is I grew up with a mom who started a business. I played on the floor when they put the desk together. And so I saw how hard it is to run a business and the responsibility that you take on when doing that. And it gives me an enormous amount of respect for what you've done and what you continue to do here at Nutramax. But what stood out most to me, so I actually did some homework, and I went on your website, and this principle is what I found the most empowering and the most important. Glorifying God means recognizing and honoring God in all that we do. We glorify God by conducting business in a manner that is consistent with biblical principles and treating others the way we want to be treated, with honesty, integrity, humility, grace, and love. And I can only say that is how I was raised and how this community of Lancaster is built. And we're so happy to have you here. We're so happy to have your family here. And we're so happy what you've done to our community and providing jobs and employment for so many. Dr. Bob, thank you for what you've done for Lancaster, and thank you on behalf of the governor and the fellow people here who helped get you this award for the state of South Carolina. Thank you, Dr. Bob.
Thank you. stay up here. You know, he gave me something that was really a surprise, and I really don't even feel worthy of it. But I understand he really wears some colorful socks. So I want to honor him with a pair of Nutramax airplane socks.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll wear them this week.
Well, you know, I really don't feel worthy of all this. I got all you fooled, I guess. I don't know how that. Done a good job doing that. But, you know, this isn't just for me. My sons have been very active. I've had Stephanie. People have joined Nutramax that have made the company what it is. You know, I might have started it, but there's no way I could have been doing all that's been done. And not only that, but I did it in a community that was open and welcome to it. In Maryland, we tried to do it, but it's a different environment. We started a Bible study in Maryland, and we got away with that. But when we came down here, everything was open, everybody was nice. I mean, the whole community, we were just extremely surprised. And we had to come here once we met some of the folks in the community, and it's just been a great opportunity for us to be here and serve you. You know, one of the things that I look at, why I don't think this is really something that I expected or even wanted, but, you know, we just want to follow the Lord in what we do, acknowledge Him, and He will direct our paths. And that's what we try to do. So we're really doing it as a Christian to honor the Lord when we do charity and the events that we do. And we've got a company and employees that have embraced that. And actually, you know, you hear all this about diversity. Well, we have 15 different countries, people from 15 different countries that all get together. We have Bible studies, but nobody's required to come. Many of them end up coming in, and you know, they've come to know the Lord. And that's just that's the blessing for us. This is nice, but the real blessing is when we can honor the Lord in what we do. So thank you very much. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be glad to answer them, but or try. But thank you very much for this award. It really is more than I would have ever dreamed of receiving. And as an individual, I've got to share this with the whole community and with Nutramax, not just about me. Thank you.